This is Style Hunt, where we show you what people are wearing on the street all around the world.
That bitch. I'ma read that bitch. I'ma give that bitch some knowledge.
Hey guys, I'm Kenya and we're back in London. This time we're in Notting Hill, which is best known for its vintage clothing market. As far as street style goes, it's a little more posh and polished than what you'd see in, say, Dalston or Brixton, but it's got some eclectic moments too. So let's go see what some people are wearing today.
Clothes everywhere.
Okay, so what do you do for a living?
I'm currently working retail during the summer before I go back to college.
Where are you studying?
It's in Newham.
Okay.
It's a course set up by Savile Row.
Okay. So do you aspire to work on Savile Row?
Yeah, it's a pre-apprenticeship course, so hopefully after the course ends, I'll get an apprenticeship. I fuse taxidermy with hats, so it's more artistic than fashion. I've used ferrets, badgers, foxes. I basically make them for on a commission basis or just for fashion shows, editorials. I've recently been commissioned by Louis Vuitton to create various pieces for a new campaign.
Okay, that's very cool. What kind of animals were you working with there?
Mainly tropical,
Okay.
yeah, and insects.
So you said you sell vintage. Are you wearing vintage right now?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Okay, in what time period?
The jacket's a 90s one, the jumper's 40s, shirt's a 70s one.
So if you could live in any time period other than this one, I'm sure you get this question a lot, what time period would it be?
I would love to be on Soul Train, so it's got to be the 70s. I'd love to do the Soul Train walk.
So what dance would you do going down the Soul Train line?
Oh, God, I'd have to let my spirit take me.
How much are you influenced by music in terms of your dress?
Music, yes. Musicians, not necessarily. What I do like about musicians, however, is the style-based, the face profiles, the glasses, like your Bobby Womack's and your Isaac Hayes'. I kind of had this thing with Fela Kuti and Bob Marley and flares and T-shirts and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And how they combined it. The profile alone was, was great.
Clothes everywhere. Fashion makes me giddy.
So what do you do for a living?
I write a fashion blog called mademoisellerobot.com, and I also do editorial consultancy and creative direction.
Okay.
And I was a video games journalist at the beginning, so it's quite a departure now from what I used to do.
I just love the idea of this fashion-loving girl writing about video games. It's just kind of got this whole sort of gender bias to it.
I think it's just, I like storytelling in general, so I love films, I love books, and I think there is a storytelling element to video games, so except that it's something that you participate in. I was into role-play games as well, so it just all goes together, I guess.
Yeah. Would you say that there's any sort of cross-section between video game culture and fashion?
I think if you look at video games as like an art form, which is something that is starting to happen now, there is some element of style in games. I mean, I'm not like the biggest fan of Lara Croft, but she has something, like they designed her dressed in a certain way because of it didn't just, I mean, she's an explorer, but she could have been dressed like Indiana Jones. She didn't have to wear shorts and like all little pockets and stuff. So I think there is an element of fashion to games.
What are you wearing today?
I'm wearing a hat I bought in Berlin and a vintage umbrella, some Dr. Martens, some cheap Mondays, and a Japanese designed sweater, and I can't remember who it is.
You're wearing head-to-toe black. Is this a normal look for you?
It was a rainy day, so I just thought, get the umbrella out and work around it.
What do you have the most of in your closet?
And a lot of black.
Is that reflective of some sort of mood?
Just because I'm busy, it's easy, and, it, like I say, it rains a lot in London, it's grey, and it just sort of suits itself to, to that. So, yeah.
Clothes, fashion.
What's your connection to Notting Hill?
To Notting Hill, oh God, I've hung out here kind of my whole life. It's just a fun place to hang out. A lot of friends live here. There's a nice creative vibe here. I'm either here or Shoreditch, to be honest.
Okay. What are you wearing?
Today I'm wearing Caron and a blazer I picked up in South Korea, which is my favorite place to shop.
Why South Korea?
It's my favorite place. I think the fashion there is so on point. It's such a fantastic inspiration ground, and then also the shopping malls stay up until 4 a.m. so I can do my work and then hit the mall.
How does traveling influence the way that you dress?
I think I'm such a traveller. I was born in Hong Kong and I lived between there, the Caribbean and the UK, so I never really lived in a same house for more than 2 years. So I have a real attachment to belongings and picking things up along the way, and I feel most at home in an airport, which is quite strange. So that transient nature and picking things up to remind you is, I think life is about experiences, and if you can bring that into your wardrobe, then it's a nice sort of daily reminder of adventure and what's out there.
Clothes everywhere.
What are you wearing right now?
Right, I'm wearing these are bespoke jeans from Kilgore. This is a vintage 1950s, I think, French jacket, a vest, pair of glasses. I've worn jeans for 25 years non-stop, so I love jeans. I've got about 120 pair of jeans. All vintage, mostly Levi's, okay. Yeah.
And how does this outfit reflect Cliff?
Bore the jacket, it's the way I dress all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel completely comfortable. It's not even as if I'm wearing clothes.
Clothes. Fashion.